Scripture says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for God is with me." Don't fear anything. When you're being the person that you're supposed to be, you're going to step into those appointed places. God has everything ordained for you, but it all is contingent upon you being who you're supposed to be. Be the person that you are called to be. Don't be conformed to this world. Don't let the world change you. I know sometimes it's like, oh, they're not going to accept me if I'm this person, or they're not going to accept me if I act this way. They're not going to accept me if I talk this way. They're not going to accept me. Who cares? It's about what God said. It's about what He has appointed. You don't want anybody that's not really supposed to be with you anyway. You don't want no fake ties, because it's just going to come right back loose. Because you're going to be who God has called you to be. Even if He has to keep pruning you, keep putting you through process, you're going to be who He's called you to be, because it's ordained. You're chosen. That's if you step into obedience. Now, He gives us all free will, free reign. You could stay on that hamster wheel and keep doing the same thing over and over and stay in your stagnation if that's what you want. But if you want to be who God's called you to be, then you have to be obedient and say, forget what everybody else is doing. Forget what anybody else is talking about. I'm going to be obedient. There are people's lives connected to your obedience. Chosen ones, you have a purpose. You have a plan. God has something for you. And if you don't step into who you're supposed to be, you're not only putting yourself at risk, but you're putting people at risk that were supposed to be saved through your testimony, through your purpose. What you are meant to do is going to bring so many lives to Christ, going to bring so many people out of darkness. It's going to save people from wanting to harm themselves, save people from domestic violent situations, save people from abusive situations with children, all of that. Do you know how many lives are connected to what you're supposed to do? It's bigger than you. It's so much bigger than you. Step out of yourself. Dust yourself off and get right. Be who God's called you to be. No, you're not going to be perfect, but you're going to be who God called you to be. You're going to step into that. I'm speaking it. I'm decreeing it and I'm declaring it over your life right now. You will step into who God has called you to be. Ask Him for the clarity. His purpose for that pain.